All right, so we're back. It's Monday. Everybody lock in real quick. We got a new report, little rumor mill about what's going on with the Mavericks and the Warriors and a potential deal that could involve Anthony Davis ending up a Golden State Warrior. To start off, any deal that's going to bring in Anthony Davis to the Warriors is going to require a minimum of Draymond Green and Kuminga. It probably is going to require more. But hey, he's injured, so you might be able to get him for a bargain. I'm not a super fan of this deal because, yes, on paper, it sounds great. On NBA 2K, it's great when you can have the game sliders up, you can have the injuries off, and in a perfect world, this is lovely. We live in reality, though. This man has had a lack of ability to be available. So you need to contemplate that and take that into account before you even make this move. Because I think it has a recipe for disaster. Because say you give up all that to give AD, and like with the Mavericks, had a great start, got hurt, and it's just been a crap show ever since. If that happens, if he were to get acquired by the Golden State Warriors, you'd be leaving Steph out all by himself at that old of an age, basically increasing his risk for injury. It would be a terrible situation for Steph Curry if that went left, which is why I wouldn't even want to entertain this idea because it does have the opportunity to do well. But just as much as it has the opportunity to do well, it has the opposite effect, which is why I'm not a big fan of it because I think there's too much outside of your control, especially with Anthony Davis' injury history. Now, if you're going to use those two pieces in Draymond and Kuminga to get someone else that could maybe make you a contender overnight, only guy that I think you do that for is Giannis. If it's Giannis and Milwaukee's like, yeah, we want Kuminga and Draymond, maybe a first round and we'll give you Giannis, I don't think twice. I do it. That's the only player in the league that I would probably be willing to split Steph and Draymond for because I think Steph and Giannis, they would be perfect with each other. I think it would be like white on rice if them two were to team up. I think it would be flawless, and I think Giannis getting downhill, all the attention he brings to the table would just make Steph's life a field day. Not that it isn't already that with him being one of the greatest players of all time, but I think it'd make his life even easier, which is why I would contemplate giving up those two guys for a player of that stature. But for AD, you gotta really second guess it because look at what the Mavericks did. They brought him in thinking things are gonna change. He shows a little bit of his injury history with being healthy with the Lakers before he got moved to the Mavericks. As soon as he gets there, hurt. Right now, as we speak, hurt. Warriors don't make that move. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Would you make the move? Is the risk worth it? Because if you win and Steph gets number 5, it changes everything. But if you don't win, was the risk really worth it? Please give me your feedback. Let's have some debate. If you're the Warriors GM and you have the control, the ability to make that move and bring in Anthony Davis, but you got to give up Kuminga and Draymond. Do you do it or do you not do it? Hey, let's have some debate. It is what it is.